everyone, it's Kerry back with you today. So I thought I would come along and share a quick way to build up your stash so that you've got bits and pieces you might want to add into a journal or turn into cards and whatnot. I'm going to be using some of Reni's kits today, but the method that I show you, you don't need to use kits. You can of course use your own papers or create your own focal images. So I'll just pop these off to the side and I'll show you what I am going to be using today. So I'm going to be using this page from Reni's watercolour DigiKit, and then I've got some other bits and pieces that I've already fussy cut out. These are from one of the bits and pieces kits. I can't remember the number off the top of my head, but I'm sure it will be linked in the description box below. And I've also got some bits and pieces here from one of the Little Bits kits. I think it's actually both Little Bits kits here, but like I said, you can use your own elements for this method. So I've already gone ahead and cut out my sheet, and I've cut it into 9 pieces. So I cut along the edge of this watercolour strip, and then I cut it across like this. So I've basically ended up with 9, or I have 6 left now because I've already used some. Little pieces that have a watercolour strip down the edge, and then sort of a blank area in the middle there. So if you were using your own papers, you would select what you would like for a background paper, and then you could just take some watercolours and add some little watercolour marks on your page. So I want to back my pieces onto a piece of thick chipboard just because I like the rigidity of it. So I'm just going to pop these to the side for a moment, and I'll pick 3. So we'll do a blue one, a green one, and a pinky purple, and I'll leave these other ones for another time. So I quite like the distressed look around the edges of my papers and also around the edge of my chipboard, and I'm not using any ink today, so I'm just going to grab a pair of scissors and gently distress around the edges of my paper, and I'll do that to all of my background pages. Okay, so I have my pieces slightly distressed around the edges, and I've cut my card to be larger than my paper, because once I've glued this down, I'll trim this down to suit the size of my page. So I'm just going to bring in my glue book and apply some glue stick to the back of each of these panels. Okay, so I have my backgrounds glued on to my card, and I'm just going to trim these down. I'm leaving a couple of millimetres, maybe 2.5, 3 millimetres around the edge. I think that'd be about 1/4 of an inch, something like that, or 1/8 of an inch maybe. And I'm going to distress around the edges of this for 2 reasons. 1, because I like the look of it, and 2, because if I have cut either my chipboard or my background papers inaccurately, the distressing hides both of those errors. So again, I'm just using the edge of my scissors to distress around the edge of the chipboard. Okay, so I have my backgrounds glued on. All my edges are distressed, so now it's just a matter of popping a focal point on. So this project is great for mass making, and if you want to, do them in a specific colour way and get a whole bunch done in a short amount of time, this project is really good for that. So I'll go ahead at this point and decide what sort of focal images I might like. So I've selected my focal images. Now I want to soften the look of the background versus the image, so I'm just going to use a little bit of cheesecloth for that. So I'll start with this one, I think. So I've just got my little piece of cheesecloth, and I'm just going to stretch and pull that from the middle so that I'm distorting the weave just so it doesn't look quite so much like a square of cheesecloth. It gives me more texture. So just lay that over the top, and I'm just going to use art glitter glue on the back of my leaves. I'm going to stick those straight down on top of the cheesecloth. That glue will help keep that cheesecloth in place. And then I'm going to pop my flower up onto some foam, adhesive foam dots, just to give it a bit more dimension. And I think I need to move this over a bit. I'm going to add a little bit more glue onto these dots to help hold the cheesecloth down. Just cut off a little bit of this extra cheesecloth. My scissors are all sticky. And then I can go into my little bits and get a label or something to go across the bottom. Something, not something. Now I love these labels because you can cut them to the size that they're supposed to be, or you can actually just cut them down even smaller and use a part of it. So like that. Just pop a bit of glue on the back. There we go. So I'll do the same with this one. So a really quick way to put together some journal cards. If you've got some focal images and labels and that sort of thing already pre-cut out, all you need is a background page and you're pretty much ready to go. I do love the way these look when they're all sort of colour coordinated. I think they look really pretty. I will leave a link in the description box below to the kits that I have used. So we have been asked in the past for packs of our Digi kits printed out. We won't be doing full kits, but we will be selecting a few pages to have available in the shop, and I'll pop links to those in the description box below as well. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'll see you again next time. Bye.